What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Just want to recap a little bit about last night. A lot of players who went through yesterday went off and did very well. We had Embiid that went out for 58. I think he sat out like the last 8 minutes of the game because they were up by a good margin, and he had a sift back from the previous game. We had DeAndre Ayton. I didn't play him, but I mentioned everyone's going to be on Willie Cauley-Stein, so you might want to switch to Adams or Ayton. Ayton had 47 and change. Adams had 45, and I think Willie Cauley-Stein had like 34. So there's definitely ways to get ahead of the competition. You got to figure out who everyone's playing. I think Adams was only 9% owned. Ayton was 22% owned or something in my tournament that I played in. And then on the sleeper side, Jabari Parker had 24, decent amount. He basically 7 or 8 times his salary. And then Hutchinson, a cheap little find, had 20. He didn't hurt you, helped you pay up for everything. But the people that finished in the top 10 yesterday, they picked a lot of $6,000 and $7,000 dollar players, and they all went in for 40 and 50 points. That doesn't work all the time. I guess nothing works all the time in NBA DFS. But I kind of like the stars and scrubs approach a little bit more. Just got to find like the middle range players to do better. I'm going to go with 2 lineups today. My first lineup, I'm just going to stack the Warriors. They're in LA playing the Clippers. This game could be close enough. Like, I'm going with Steph, Durant, even Looney. I know Cousins is coming back today, and he's probably going to start. That should help Looney. I mean, Cousins is not going to play more than 20 minutes, right? He's not going to play 30 minutes. Like, Looney should still get his regular round of minutes. And the Clippers are terrible against big men. I don't think I can fit in Klay Thompson, which will probably be the highest scoring one now, since I don't think I can fit him in. But even Iguodala, one of my favorite plays as a sleeper. So that's that lineup. I'm just going to game stack. And I'm going to run it back with Tobias Harris. And I'm just going to see what happens. For the second lineup, playing big men against the Nets is a thing. And Vucevic is probably my favorite play of the day. Kevin Durant, being in LA, the Clippers can't defend anyone, especially not Durant. Durant, I haven't looked it up yet today, but I think Durant usually goes off against the Clippers every single time as of late. Something about being in LA helps his game a lot, especially since he wants to impress. He might be in a Clippers uniform next year, or possibly Lakers. And then DJ Augustin, I don't normally play him. I'm just going and playing him because he gets a lot of volume, and they're playing the Nets. And the Nets, against point guards and centers, they're not very good. And maybe playing Augustin with Vucevic, maybe there's a connection there like that correlates. Now, at shooting guard, I'm going to give you a few sleepers. I'd check out Cameron Payne. He's coming off the bench, and they're in Utah. The Cavaliers are. How does he not play like his 22 minutes, possibly 25 minutes? And at 3,500, 20 points is very likely, very, very realistic. Who else we got? Javon Carter. Right now, he's an enigma. Right now, we don't know which guy's going to show up. I like him a lot because he's also coming off the bench. And the Celtics should blow this team out. That's what I would think. You can go Patty Mills. I think I'm going to use Patty Mills in this lineup. He's getting a lot of run for a point guard coming off the bench. He plays about half the game. And he's been more than a point per minute kind of player. Minnesota, they just have trouble. Anytime when you have Jeff Teague and Derrick Rose at point guard, you're going to have problems defending point guards. So I'm going to go with Patty Mills, I think. And then, like, this team might have Looney on that team. He's a cheap 4,000. Oh, I forgot to get rid of my notification. Sorry about that. Let's check out Ingles for tonight against the Cavaliers. So he had not so great of a game against the Clippers, so less people will be on him. Against Cleveland, he had 32 last time in just a huge blowout. But against bad teams, he definitely comes alive. He doesn't disappear like he kind of does against good teams. And without a true point guard, is he taking over the assists? Yeah, they got 8 assists the last 2 games. He just didn't score that much against the Clippers. So I like players. Well, everyone likes players who do a lot of things well, like rebounds, assists. They don't need to score a lot of points, like the Ben Simmons in the world, or the Lonzo Balls in the world. Oh man, I should have turned off notifications. Yeah, you go figure. The first time I don't turn off notifications, it's just going off. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, if I make it a third lineup, Damian Lillard would definitely be on that third lineup. I think D'Angelo Russell, he'll probably go off today. I don't like playing him anymore. I'm going to stay away from him. If you want to counteract the Klay Thompson and Lou Williams, Justice Winslow looks really good. And against the Pistons, yeah, they're not as good defensively as they used to be. They usually have lower scoring games because they don't score too much either. But I love Winslow for this one. Oh, I think I gave out too many plays. All right, guys. Best of luck tonight. Yeah, we're gonna turn this around and hopefully start to win big one of these days. But it's just like a good way of trying to come up with a strategy that works. And I think the strategy that works is the stars and scrubs method. It's just picking like the guys in the $5,000 and $6,000 range that I was struggling with, but I'm going to turn around tonight. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.